that, Nigeria has made history as the first country to win 5 consecutive women's AfroBasket championships, reinforcing their dominance in Africa. They also remain unbeaten in the tournament for a decade. Joining me to offer insight into what this means for African female athletes is the head basketball coach at the FCT Sports Department, Emmanuel Odah. Congratulations, Coach, and thank you for joining our studios.
Thank you for having me.
Now, what would you say is the key to the team's success? I mean, 5 consecutive wins in a row.
Yes, consistency. Is the mother of progress. These ladies have been together since, the team has been put together since 2011 in Mozambique. Sarah Ugoke, the doctor, was there from the beginning. And I'm so happy as a veteran that she's there today. The thing about the female program and female sports in Nigeria is consistency. It is a consistency that has made us come this far. And we really appreciate the fact that government has been on our side, the support has been there. Because no matter how hard you work, no matter how much results you make, the sustenance is the appreciation you get from whoever, oversees the situation or the sport.
Now let's talk about strategy. I mean, consistency is key, like you've said, but what about strategy? How did the team adapt to overcome tough opponents like Senegal and Mali?
Yes, there's a thing about the Nigerian. There's a Nigerian heart. You always hear it everywhere you travel internationally. They say Nigerians know they carry last. It's a slogan, but that is what makes us the giants of Africa. I know that if you leave a Nigerian in the desert, he will drink sand to survive. We are hard, we are tough. So regardless of facilities or whatever is not there, the spirit of a Nigerian is a winning spirit. And you see it in these kids. You see it grow every day. And I kudos to the government for what they have just done. I mean, it's overwhelming. Everywhere is agog. There's joy everywhere, And the root of a tree is more important than the tree itself. So now you're touching the kids, you're touching the young ones are seeing prospect in doing sport, I don't think there's ever been any promotion, appreciation like this since I started doing sport, So, I'm overwhelmed, I'm happy. The strategy is the Nigerian heart, because sometimes our preparations are haphazard, because I remember these people came into camp like 2-3 days before they traveled, but it didn't change anything. I argued with so many coaches from the African countries, and we betted, and I told them that. I told them we're going to we'll crush everything, and I said it just like a prophet, and it came to pass. Because I knew what Nigeria was. I know my country. I know what we can do.
Thank you, Coach. Now, which players stood out in the tournament? And how should Nigerians, moving forward, how should Nigeria continue to train players so that they can continue to stand out?
We compete, Nigeria, there's this competition that is our major attribute. We like to compete a lot. The competition in the Tigress was what gave them that victory. Because there was a neck-to-neck competition between Ezinne and the person who became the MVP. So you see, we were not even looking at our opponents anymore. We were playing against ourselves, and we were pushing each other to the victory. It was great. I mean, it's just a Nigerian heart. I don't know how to explain this, but I believe you know what I'm talking about. We never carry last. We're just coming from Kigali now. The kids also represented Nigeria very well. We did so well in the talent show. It's a basketball festival that comes up every 2 years. Same thing, same Nigerian factor.
Same Nigerian factor. And as you say, Coach, Niger, they carry last. Thank you very much for joining us to give insight.
Thank you so much.